Welcome to Shorty SuperCoach and welcome to the first press conference of 2018. Yes, I will normally be doing this on a Sunday night, but we had our cricket grand final locally, so I was covering that and it went down to the wire. So I was in the office pretty late and then I was driving back to Geelong because I got a couple of days off. But normally I will be looking to do it on the Sunday night. But look, let's have a look at my side, or at least how it went. So 2,281, I was fairly pleased with that. Puts me 14,000th, top 8%. I think you take that. I mean, there was no real disasters. As you'll see, there are a couple of rookies that, let me down. But for the most part, I was fairly pleased. And particularly at the Saturday night, I was flying. So, start from the back line. Really good selection in Bono. Really pleased how he went. Laird and Lloyd did really well. Of course, Salem. It started like a house on fire. I was at work, but I was watching bits and pieces, obviously, of the Cats, which was good to get up for a win. But 53 points. It looked like he had about 6 or 7 touches in the first 20 minutes. But, yeah, so he's just about gone, to be honest, off one display. I mean, when you got Sicily, who looks so good, at 35k less, I mean, I almost want to do the trade right now, but my rule is to generally go 2 weeks minimum. But look, I'll just assess whether there's any rookies that I feel like I'll need to get in before they go up in price. So it might be, will I need to make more than 2 trades next week? So that might decide that. And obviously, Norton today, that's obviously how I'll start next week. Murray was good. I mean, sometimes you just can't pick it. I mean, that's cost me 61 points, but it's a toss of the coin. I mean, people look back and go now and go, oh, of course you go today, but Norton was extremely good, intercepting through the JLT, looked really good. Doty had it written all over him that he was probably going to be, not a super high scorer, but he got some really good intercepts too, so toss of the coin, that one. Midfield, Bontempelli really did my head in, to be honest. I was pretty pissed off about that. Martin was really good, Kelly really good, Fife, not so good, but I'm not sure what the update on him is in terms of injury, but he did seem to hobble for the 5 minutes that I did see. Cripps really good, but look, I mean, I suppose most people fall with Fife. That doesn't really cost you. Really good with Holman. I was weighing up between Barry and Holman. Picked the right one there. So, sometimes you pick the right rookie, sometimes you don't. Kelly was brilliant. Brayshaw, it was a tough day for the Dockers. Pretty tough initiation. And, Gawn, extremely good. Martin, really good. Of course, a bit of a vice-captain loophole there. I'm really pleased with the forward line. The forward line was definitely my best line. Heaney, Wingard, Billings all fired really well. Smith and Petrarca were good. I thought Petrarca was better than 95 without looking at the scores. I don't look at the scores over the weekend. Well, not during the game. I might look at the scores twice a weekend. But and yeah, Venables again. It cost me 20 odd points, but realistically, again, it's one of those toss of the coin things. And I dare say I'll probably start Fritz. He's probably more popular too. So I suppose if he fails, most people might fall on that sort as well. But yeah, look, that was my team. That's how I went. Give me your feedback on that. But more importantly, the way I want to do these press conferences this season is you get to see my team, but give me any questions you've got too. Any questions, which most of you do anyway, but questions in regards to what we should be doing, players to trade, players to look at, and I will answer them sort of Q&A style. I'll see how many questions I get, and I potentially will do a sort of a 5-minute weekend preview like I've always done, and then maybe a separate Q&A. So I'll just have to wait and see how I go about doing that. It'll probably just depend on the response, and without, I probably don't want to bury the weekend preview into a Q&A, so I might separate them. But yeah, definitely give me your comments, give me any questions you've got for me, and I'll look to answer them later in the week. Again, I'm not exactly sure in terms of the structure and how that will all work. I think potentially weekend preview, I definitely need to have the teams involved, so it's got to be after those Thursday night teams where the Sunday is included. In terms of the Q&A, there's probably nothing stopping me. You guys will see this Monday. Most of you will see it Sunday night in the future. There's probably nothing stopping me doing it. Monday night might be a bit tight for some people, but even a video Tuesday, because people want to hear an answer soon. People were start of the week, you're thinking of all this stuff. So let me know if you'd rather those questions be answered later in the week or whether you want them earlier, bearing in mind not everyone might see the video in time. You know, I think 24 to 36 hours should be enough. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. Bit of trial and error. Hopefully get a bit more engagement. That's how Shorty went. Overall, pretty pleased. You know, maybe if I picked a good rookie or two on every line, I would have cracked the 2300. And Sicily, obviously that was the main costing. 70 points down there in essence, but I did want to stick with Salem, so that's how it goes. I'll see how I feel throughout the week, whether I give him another crack. But anyway, stay tuned for all the questions. Subscribe away, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.